Hi, so today I'm doing my first ever makeup videos. I don't know if I would call them tutorials, just kind of like how I do my makeup. I already made a video of my full face. It was kind of embarrassing, so I stopped it. So I already did my foundation. I use a Lancome 24-hour foundation. I used some Tarte blush. I used a Urban Decay coconut water primer, and I think that's about it. Oh, and I did my eyebrows with my new Stila brush. It's kind of amazing. Also, I already did my eyeshadow primer with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Typically I like to start out with a little bit more of a base than just the eyeshadow primer. So I either use a foundation or a concealer. I like this Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer from Unique. So I'm going to use some of that, and I'm going to use my pretty green Sephora foundation brush. Just going to smear that in there a little bit. And I'm going to have to use my mirror because I really can't see anything in this camera. So this just gives you kind of a nice, clean foundation for your eyeshadow. And then I just kind of blend it, rub it in with my finger. Make sure it gets all the way down to your lashes. Sorry, you can't see. I just bring this all the way up to my eyebrow because that's where I will be putting the shadow. Again, just kind of blend that in with my finger. Also, I found that it makes your color apply more evenly, but also it helps it stick better. A lot of times it tends to just like fall off. So you see this gives you a nice kind of like a white base. It's good for color. So main reason for making my video today is I recently got the Naked Smoky palette from Urban Decay. I always use the same colors, and it's always these neutral colors right here, and sometimes I add in a little bit of this black market here, and I got a little gutsy and I tried some of this. Today I want to try some of these more bold colors, and I'm wearing a purple shirt, which I never do, so I feel like I should take advantage and try some of this Smolder. It's kind of a smoky metallic purple color. So let's give it a try and see how it turns out. So I'm just going to use the brush that came with this palette. It's got a little fine one and a little blending brush. I don't know the technical names for anything. So I'm going to start out with this light combust color. And I use this smaller end of the brush. And I'm just kind of going to, so you can't see what I'm doing, I'm sorry. I want to keep this top part below my brow really light, so I'm not going to add anything to that. Make a lot of weird faces when I'm doing my makeup. Apologize for that. Okay. So this makes for a good transition, so you don't really see any gaps between your colors. So I'm gonna start with this whiskey color here. It's pretty dark, so even just one little tap, you're gonna get some pretty dark color. So I'm gonna run this just right along my crease here. I always start with this smaller brush because it really gets the pigment there on your skin, and then you can blend it out with the other brush. Okay, so the lighting is horrible, but as you can see, I just kind of got some dark in my crease here. So now I'm going to use the smolder just a little bit. I know it's going to come out really dark. So I'm just going to start over in this corner here. I don't ever use any tape or cards or anything. I just kind of freehand. So I'm going to do my little corner here, just bringing it from the corner of my eye to where my eyebrow is. And you can take it out as far as you want. I just go a little bit past my crease right there. And then I bring it into the crease. Like this. And I just kind of blend that line out like this. Keep blending down into the crease here. I don't know how well you can see that, but maybe you'll see the other eye better. And then you can use this side to blend it out some more. Tends to wipe a lot of it off though. Okay. See that okay? Again, starting at the corner, bringing it out towards where your eyebrow ends. I bring it out just past where my crease is, and then I start blending it into the crease. And then I start bringing this line in. And I just kind of keep bringing it out until like a nice, you know, arch here. Because anything that's, when you have your eyes open in the crease, you can't really see, but you're going to see what you bring out here. So you can just kind of keep, and then I just use my finger. I don't like to use any type of makeup wipes or anything, because then you mess up your concealer or your foundation. So I just use my finger to wipe off and give you some more clean lines. With the primer potion and the concealer, the shadow sticks really well, especially with this brush. You don't have a lot of it falling down here, which I've had that problem in the past. So I kept it pretty light. Would be good for a daytime look, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little bit more dramatic. So I'm gonna bring some more in the corner here and just bring that just right here. And you can use this blending brush, bring that up there. Make this side a little bit darker, just here in the corner. And the key is just blending, just so you don't have any gaps or any hard lines. You want everything to transition smoothly. So it's pretty well blended here, even without adding another color in there. You can see. Then I'm going to use the smolder color, and I'm just going to bring it right from my corner down on my bottom lid here onto my eyelashes. I don't ever bring it all the way in or start here, because then I feel like you look like a raccoon. So I just only do this corner here from, it kind of, you know, it blends in with your line here. And I stop about mid eyeball. So once you got that and you feel like it's, you know, looking the darkness that you want it, you can choose any one of these other colors. So I'm going to use a little bit of Black Market, which is super dark. So you want to be, I don't know if you can see that. I just barely tapped it on there. So I'm going to use that just right here in the crease and just bring that through like that. I'm not going to bring that up into this purple color at all. Use some more of that on this side. Just in the corner here and into the crease. Then you can wipe your brush off a little bit. I'm going to use some more of the smolder, and I'm just going to, because I don't want to have a hard line here. This is my first time doing this. I'm trying to make it so you can see. But so I'm going to use that and just bring this in a little bit. And then I'm gonna blend that in. Okay, can you see the difference? Here it just is, you know, really white here. And here you bring it in a little bit. Do the same for this side. And then I'll use the blender brush to bring that in. That looks good. Then I already used the whiskey, the brown color, as a kind of a transitioner here. I'm going to use some of this slanted, I think. It's just a silver gray color. Just going to use a little touch of that. Put that in the middle of my lid here. And depending on the look you want, you can have your lighter portion coming from the inner corner of your eye, or you can do it in the middle and then have dark on both sides. This time I'm doing the light on that inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to keep all this pretty dark. Okay. Then I'm going to use some more of this combust, which is like the almost a skin tone color, and I'm gonna bring it from the corner and just blend it into this dark. Okay. Make sure you get all this dark off of your brush. I'm going to use some more of this combust here just to make sure I got all this blended nicely. There's no lines. Sorry. Some more of the combust. Just right here at the top of where that purple starts. But like I said, I don't get anything under my eyebrow here. I want to keep that really light. Blend that in. Looks like I have really bad bags in this lighting. Then I'm going to use this 13, which is this lightest color over here. It's pretty white. And I just put this right under my eyebrow. And then you can just bring it down a little bit to blend it in. Okay. I feel like this needs a little something. I'm going to go ahead and use this high oops, right here. It's kind of got a pink tone to it, and it's really shimmery with some sparkles. So I'm going to use that just here on the inner corner and bring it out in here. Looks good. Should have put on some music or something. Pretty quiet in here. Nice if you have kids. Okay, so that is pretty much it for that. Try to get a better view on this. And then I have been using this Sephora waterproof colorful Wink It felt liner. All this stuff always has such long crazy names. So usually when I do an eyeshadow look, I don't do the full eyeliner, I just kind of bring out a wing. So I usually start just kind of where, just after the middle of my eye. And I just kind of start right there. I don't want a dramatic wing, just a little bit. Bring that like that. This eyeliner is so wonderful. It makes it so easy. So again, on this side, I'm just gonna kind of start right. I just kind of push my eyelashes down. Just start and bring that straight out. And then I'll come from the corner of my eye and can't see what I'm doing. Connect that triangle there. And if you mess up, as long as it's still wet, you can fix it. Once it dries, sorry, not happening. So that's pretty much all I do for my liner when I have eyeshadow on. I don't bring it all the way over. You can, if you can see that. Just a little wing. Okay, I've been using this same mascara since I was junior high school. It's the Maybelline Classic Volume Express, the waterproof, because I like my eyelashes to be crunchy and I feel like they hold up better, then they don't droop. So this is just what I use and have used. I'm kind of scared to try new things sometimes. Just wipe off the tip here. Just get a little swoop. I don't like spider lashes, so I don't do a whole ton of it usually. Just enough to tell that they're there. do my bottom. Make lots of weird faces. My phone is dying. I got this mirror in Vietnam, and I've had it for many, many years. It's my trusty makeup mirror. I know it's not very pretty anymore, but it's still my favorite. So that's pretty much it for that. I also use this Maybelline New York Eye Studio gel liner with this little brush. I found that it works the best for me on my inner lid. It stays on the longest, and it doesn't smear to the outside where you get that big like puddle at the end of your eyes. This doesn't really do that. I've tried lots of different eyeliners. This is just the one that works best for me. So you can see there's just a little gel in here, and you just dip the brush and kind of wipe it. Don't make it too thick, otherwise you'll get a big clump on your eye. So I just kind of do this here, all the way across into the corner, and I hold it here for a second so it dries, and then I do this upper corner right here, just like that. Don't want to leave this open for very long, exposed to air, because it will dry out pretty quick. Dry for a second. This top part. Get this closed because I want to dry out. And then for lips, I always finish with lips. I have been using Revlon Color Stay Ultimate also for several years. Since I was about 15. I've tried many different kinds. I tried the Kat Von D. I've tried many different kinds. And to me, this is the one that stays on the best. It gives you a pretty nice matte look. There's not as many shades as I would like, but there's quite a few. This is a really, it's called Nude. So it's a pretty neutral, light color. It stays on. It doesn't come off on the inside of your lip and give you a weird line. And it stays on all day. So this is what I like the best. Sorry, you can't see that. I'm gonna do it this way. I just do the outside and then I kind of, the inside. my bottom line. I just rub this in. It doesn't dry super quick, so just blend that in. There you go. So Lip Sense is the one that I've tried that everybody says is the greatest, and it just doesn't stay on for me. I don't know why. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will snap some shots of my finished look, hopefully with better lighting so it looks better. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, shoot them in the comments. Thank you.